James Kaufman, World News Report today, April 4th, 2025. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Female fencer expelled for refusing to compete against a male. A college female fencer in Maryland refused to compete against an opponent who is a biological male and has been expelled as a result. Stephanie Turner refused to compete against transgender fencer Redmond Sullivan at the Cherry Blossom Open, opting to take a knee at the start of the match, consequently being disqualified from the tournament. Quote, "I knew what I had to do because USA Fencing had not been listening to women's objections regarding its gender eligibility policy," Turner said following the incident. "I took a knee immediately at that point. Redmond was under the impression that I was going to start fencing, so when I took a knee, I looked at the ref and said, 'I'm sorry, I cannot do this. I am a woman, and this is a man, and this is a woman's tournament, and I will not fence this individual,' she further urged. Redmond did not hear me and came up to me, thought that I may be hurt, and asked, 'What's happening? Are you okay?' I said, 'I'm sorry. I have much love and respect for you, but I will not fence you,' Turner continued. Turner then described how she was paraded in front of a committee to explain her actions. She was provided a copy of USA Fencing's transgender policy and was forced under objection to sign a document acknowledging a black card. USA Fencing defended its policy, claiming that it was designed to expand access to the sport of fencing and create inclusive, safe spaces. The policy is based on the principle that everyone should be able to participate in sports and was based upon the research available of the day, USA Fencing further proclaimed in its statement. President Trump issued an executive order shortly after taking office prohibiting biological males from competing in women's sports, prompting the NCAA to change its trans athlete policy to reflect the order. However, USA Fencing is primarily governed by its own board of directors, operates as a nonprofit entity, and is recognized by the United States Olympic and Paralympic Committees as the official national governing body for fencing. USA Fencing claims that it is not subject to executive order because it is not part of the NCAA. It remains to be seen how this will consequently play out as it relates to Trump's executive order. Now, we do have a video of the entire event here, folks. First, we'll read, "Female fencer takes a knee to protest against her biological male opponent during a fencing match." The opponent, Redmond Sullivan, switched from the men's fencing team to the women's fencing team at Wagner College last year. Sullivan, shockingly, started dominating the female competition after switching. Shockingly? During the Connecticut Division Junior Olympic qualifiers last year, for example, Sullivan competed with the female athletes and won the entire event. The video below reportedly took place over the weekend. Sullivan's female opponent was expelled from the USA Fencing organization and event at the University of Maryland over the weekend, reported by Icons. Now, I, along with every single person that replied to this post, agree with what, well, the female fencer did. Take a knee and refuse to fence against this male. If every single one of them would do that, that would fix the problem. We have to have all of the women come together and refuse to compete against males in female sports, period. If all of them come together, there will be no, males competing because no one will be there to compete against them. He was just an average fencer as a male, but won competition after competition once he, decided that he was transgender and wanted to compete as a female. What a crock of you-know-what. Let me know what you think in the comments below. All of the women need to get together on this one and refuse to compete in all sports, from volleyball to basketball to every single sport. Anytime there's a biological male on the other team or a biological male that you're competing against. God bless. This is the only way to fix this problem. Share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible in Bizarro World.